morning, good people. This is Lee Craft, the host of The What If Podcast. Today's show is about my wife. My wife and I had a discussion about what is it going to be, me or Lady V. And I'm asking, y'all probably say, Lee Craft, what do you mean, Lee Craft, me or Lady V? Well, my wife's friend, like I said, every time you do something, she's going to want to pistol whoop somebody. My wife, they wrote to lunch. My wife didn't close the door. They closed my door. If you don't close my door, I'm going to pistol whoop you. So one day, we was at the house, right, watching TV and everything. My wife, I think I changed the channel. And my wife said, Lee, why you change the channel? I said, you need to change the channel back. I said, for what? She said, you want to change the channel back, Lee? I'm going to pistol whoop you. I said, time out. Look, I know because y'all hang together. I don't want you coming like her. Like I said, because you got to do all that. I ain't going to pistol whoop you. I'm just going to call the police and say, hey, she tried to get me. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, and Instagram. Look for the animated black man, the white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize, hey, they trying to pistol whip me. Now, look, I know it's Fun Friday, right? And the old saying, right? Birds of a feather, I guess they pistol whip together. I guess I said it right, But like I said, they have fun together, right? And my wife, whoever knows it, Phyllis, she don't say much, but if she do say something, it's impactful, right? And like I said, her and Lady V, they ride together and hang together. And one day, Phyllis told me that Lady V said, hey, you sure got them big feet. And my wife told her, I know you shouldn't be talking. You got baby feet. You shouldn't be walking. Look, that's what they do, right? Like I said, though, whenever you're able to have fun with a coworker and without getting into an argument, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, having fun and getting the job done. And that's what they do on a daily basis. Go back and forth. It reminds me of when I worked at Phillips Lighting, me, Hoback, and James Powell. How we used to go at each other and everything, and passengers be laughing. But back to the issue at hand. Like I said, my wife, friend, she said she was raised in South Memphis and everything, and she's always been a fighter. I said, some fights are not meant to be fought. And I tell my wife now, who is it going to be? Me or Lady V? But be mindful, no matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that is going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. What if? What if you add God to your diet? I guarantee you won't be going around trying to pistol whoop people. Guarantee you that. Because you're going to have God in your life. He's going to bring you joy, God's great joy. This is the thing of people. Like I said, I know we laugh at a lot of things and stuff, right? And things people do, things people say. But at the same time, if you're not careful, you can become somebody else, And I mean that in a good way. Sometimes we say things out of fun, but sometimes fun can lead to a gun being put beside your head and call it pistol whipping for fun. That's it. That's it, right? I probably didn't, but no, like I said, they cool, but like they just having fun. They just having fun, people like I say. Because if you ever see me out or see me in my video and one side of my face swole, I guess I probably got pistol whooped. Look, sometimes you gotta save me. If you love Lee Craft, save Lee Craft. Save Lee Craft by calling the police and saying, hey, I think his wife pistol whooped him, and that ain't right. We love some Lee Craft. We love some Uncle Andrew. Hey, and Uncle Andrew and Lee Craft love you too. Now, look, I'm just having fun because it's Fun Friday. Like I said, my wife and Lady V, they do this all the time to just have fun, just to break the monotony of the day. And that's what it's all, like I said, that's what it's all about, to have fun with a coworker and a friend and just laugh about it. Calling each other devils and stuff, man, you so, and just be laughing, People fail to realize one thing. When you cool with somebody and you trust somebody, you will try to make sure that somebody's always okay. You want to let them fall into a pit hole. Now, if you don't like somebody, you probably let them get hit by a bus. Bus is. But if you got God in your life, you make sure none of those things happen. So, like I said, good people, this is my show for this morning. Who is going to be Lady V or me? And of course, my wife chose me. But did she choose me? Or did she choose Lady V? Because my head sure hurting. I don't know what happened. I feel like a knot on this side. Uh-oh. Hey, I should have had a V8. But no, that was my show for this morning. Like I said, just having fun. because it's Fun Friday, and to also let you know, hey, it's gonna be okay. It's okay to laugh with your friends and just share those moments and everything. I promise you, we had those rough days. You look back at the days and know what, man, I sure miss her. I sure miss him. That's what it's all about. I feel so good this Friday morning. I feel like singing a song. But you know what though? I think that now my head kind of got my voice off. So like I said, hey, that's it for me. That's it for my show today. Hopefully you enjoyed the show this morning. If you didn't, like some of my children always tell me, Daddy, you're not a good storyteller. And I tell my children all the time, hey, you're right, you're not lying. But one thing that I do know is what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast. But if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatever@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have that real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God thank you. Please, please, people. Don't go around pistol whooping people. That ain't what God wants. I'm just telling you because my head sure hurting on this side. I'm kind of hurting all over. Do I? Hello? Are you there? Y'all have a blessed day and please stay blessed.